Hey everybody, it's Midwest Comic Man. Today we're going to be doing another creator spotlight. Today we're going to spotlight Joe Kubert, the master of DC War. He was born in 1926, was an area of Poland. It's now part of the Ukraine. He emigrated with his family to Brooklyn when he was 2 months old. He started drawing at an early age, encouraged by his parents. He worked for many publishers in his early career, including St. John's, where he was one of the creators of the first 3D comic. But he gravitated to DC, and once he got entrenched in the DC war books with Sergeant Rock, he never looked back. In 1976, he opened the Joe Kubert School of Cartoon and Graphic Art, the first and maybe only school dedicated solely to comic book art. It has graduated several notable artists, including Amanda Connor and Kubert's two sons, Andy and Adam Kubert. Joe Kubert passed away 1 month shy of his 86th birthday on August 12, 2012, of multiple myeloma. I picked 15 covers for this one, so strap yourself in, because these are awesome. First, we have Showcase 57. I am a sucker for a good Enemy Ace cover, and this is a great Enemy Ace cover. It's an all-black cover, with a German plane crashing in the background, as a vicious dogfight occurs in the foreground, with the spectral figure of the enemy ace looking over it all. A great cover with the colors making it really pop on that black background. Next is Weird War Tales number 7. Joe Kubert did a lot of war covers. Hundreds. But his covers never glorified war. They showed the gritty reality. This is a perfect example. You've got a soldier, uniform in tatters, with a terrified look on his face, as he realizes he cannot see. He reaches out for help, and a hand reaches to assist, but it is a skeletal hand, and the shadow shows that the Reaper has come for this lad. Next we have Weird Western Tales number 12. Hard to find anything wrong with this cover. A dead Indian, one arm suspended in his rifle, in what appears to be an ancestral burial location, as a masked rider jumps through a skull-shaped opening in the rock. Highly detailed, and it definitely makes you want to spend that quarter on this book. Next is Star Spangled War Stories 145, another classic Enemy Ace cover. The Hammer of Hell lies injured, his crashed plane in the background. As hungry wolves approach, one wolf stands over Von Heimer, protecting him from further harm. Moon in the background lights up the scene. This is classic Kubert. Next, we have GA Combat number 71. This is a great cover. It's a rarity for this era. There's no word balloons, almost nothing covering up the image. It has a nice point of view effect that makes you feel like you are the U.S. Army soldier going face to face with an Afrika Korps Nazi. Simply an amazing cover. I love how he did the way, it's kind of like one of Russ Heath's Grey Tone covers. Next is Weird War Tales number 1. Another one of Kubert's classic war covers. Terrified U.S. soldiers try to fend off a Nazi soldier. Difficulty is, this German soldier's already dead. This cover set the tone for the series, one which I grew up reading and totally loved. This is just great stuff. Next is Star Spangled War Stories 138. This is my favorite Kubert cover ever. As I said, Enemy Ace is a favorite of mine, and this cover is just perfect. Great dogfight in the foreground, but the image of Enemy Ace in the background is the win here. Amazing details. The eyes of the Hammer of Hell bore into you, and you know he has seen the horror of war. Next, we have GI Combat 56. Got U.S. soldiers taking fire as they rush a position, but it's the image of the screaming soldier in the background that drives this cover. This is the look of a man who has seen it all and won't take any more. He's going to take that position, or he's going to die trying. Next, we have Our Army at War 100. This is one of the ultimate horrors of war cover. You got a beaten, broken Sergeant Rock, hands broken and bandaged, staggering to attack a tank barehanded as one of the other Easy Company soldiers tries to stop him. The look on Rock's face shows he has taken all he can, but he still must give more. Next is Our Army at War 112. This is another classic Kubert cover, highly sought after and highly collectible. Simple in concept, but executed perfectly. It's simply a series of images of the members of Easy Company, with Sergeant Rock front and center. Each soldier is rendered perfectly with a unique face that gives a hint of their personality. Next, we have a modern Kubert cover with Conan the Cimmerian #1. This is awesome. Who said a depiction of war had to be modern? This fits right in with his body of work. Conan, looking exhausted but unbroken and determined, rises from battle with a bloody sword, ready to continue fighting until there's no one left to fight. The master still had it. Next, we have GI Combat 46. This one's an amazing cover with a lot going on. I love a good Frogman cover, of course, and this one's a great one. U.S. soldier fighting off a Nazi Frogman over a bundle of dynamite in a haze of bubbles. The desperation is clear on the U.S. soldier's face, as he has no diving equipment, but he will not be denied. Next, we have Wolverine Weapon X #6. Another modern masterpiece. You have Weapon X, claws extended, running with a pack of wolves in the snow. He's definitely part of this pack, out on the hunt. I wouldn't want to get in their way. Next, we have Weird Horrors #9. This is an early Kubert cover, but it's one of my favorites. I also love gothic mystery romance covers, and this one totally fits the bill. You got a man and woman approaching a decaying manor rendered in stunning detail in the midst of a pouring rain with a massive bolt of lightning in the background. It doesn't get much better than this if you're into that kind of stuff. And finally, we have Nightmare #12. This is another early Kubert pre-code horror classic. The man looks through the bars of his cage in terror, sweat dripping down his brow as he sees the terrors and torture that await him. Hangings, the rack, hot irons. It's all here. I don't think he's going to have a good end to this day. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button and sub me up. I've put my website for my cleaning and pressing business in the description below. It's still a work in progress, but I did add a couple updates this weekend. There's an order form now on the site. If you need any info, my email address is on the website. Next issue of Creator Spotlight, I'm going to try to get it done before the end of the month. It's going to highlight Matt Baker, first African-American comic artist of note. Stay tuned for that, as well as the next issue of Inside the Covers, which is going to spotlight Planet Comics #3. Make sure you tune in for Comic Core on Friday nights and Blaster Stash It on Sunday nights. Until next time, this is Midwest Comic Man, coming at you from the funny pages.